Hello friends, good evening everyone. Welcome to dnyanadeep Academy's UPSC analysis program. In this program, we are analyzing the UPSC Prelims question from 2013. Today, we'll be studying these questions from 2017 and 18. The subject today would be geography. So I would straight away start with the questions because all my colleagues before this lecture have already told you about how important this analysis of previous year questions is for UPSC Prelims. So I'll not be wasting a lot of time on this. We'll straight away get to the questions. Okay, starting with 2018. So also try to understand that the pattern of questions that is being asked in UPSC in the recent years is quite different from what we see 2018 and 2017 as well. So in 2018 and 17, most of the questions were map based and most of the questions could be answered with the help of elimination. The same could not be done in the last year's UPSC prelims paper. Okay, so I think there should be a little change of approach when you're studying for the prelims. Okay, still will the type of questions haven't changed, the content hasn't changed, only the way the question is being framed or the way the options are being framed has changed, and that is where we need to work. Okay, now the first question is, which of the following has or have shrunk immensely or dried up the recent past to human activities? Okay, now I'll not beat around the bush. The answer here straight away is the Aral Sea and Lake Baikal, for a reason. Okay, now both these sources, I mean all the rivers that used to come and drain into these seas were diverted for some reasons, right, under USSR, when all these areas were together, right, for irrigation purposes. And we see that you see this is how Aral Lake Sea has been drying up. Okay, so this is from 1960. This images, satellite images are from 1960. You see in the recent years, by 2016, this has dried up and only some portion of the lake we see there is water. In 2019, it has almost dried up completely. Okay, so this is because of diversion of rivers that used to drain in these for some irrigation or agricultural purposes. Okay, so answer here would be 1 and 3, that is D. Okay, now whenever you see such question in a UPSC prelim, also try to look at these places in the map, because we have had questions on all these three options on based on map reading, as to which countries surround these seas, okay, or which countries do not surround these seas. So make it a point to go through the maps whenever such questions come up. So here I've tried to show the Aral Sea here. Okay, so see which between which two countries this Aral Sea is. This question also has been asked in the previous year. Okay, now going to the next question. Consider the following pairs regions sometimes mentioned in news and the country. Now we have some countries given here and some places in those countries which were in news recently. Now let's go through each of these options. Now Catalonia is a province in Spain. This is true. Crimea was always in news, but this is no way related to Hungary, right? This is between Ukraine and Russia, right? This province was captured by Russia in 2014 and 15. So Crimea is related to Ukraine and Russia and not to Hungary. So if you eliminate 2 from these options, you are left with just 2 options. Okay, then Oromia, this place is in Ethiopia, right? This was in news because of the ethnic clashes that had taken place at this place. So option 4 also here is wrong. You are left with only one option, that is 1. Only if you're reading newspapers can you answer such questions. Okay, these questions do not need any specific or special study of geography. If you're reading newspapers, this will suffice and you can answer such questions from the newspaper. Okay, now the next question is about barren islands. Now there is a reason why this is a question. Okay, now the first statement says that the barren island volcano is an active volcano located in the Indian territory. It is the only active volcano that is located in the Indian territory. So the first statement here is correct. Now the barren island lies about 140 kilometers east of Great Nicobar. Now if you have seen the map of Great Nicobar, this is the southernmost part of Andaman Nicobar, right? Barren Islands is 140 kilometers east of Port Blair, right? So this second statement given here is wrong. Then you have the last time the Barren Island volcano erupted was in 1991 and it had remained inactive since then. This statement also is wrong because very recently the National Oceanographic Institute from Goa had studied or found out that it had erupted in 2019 as well. Okay, so it was not dormant since 1991. We have seen some eruptions later as well, okay, very recently as well. So this statement here also is wrong. So which of the statements given are correct is the question. So our answer should be A, B1. Okay, this is again current affairs, nothing to do with the books. Okay, I've tried to give you the map here. Okay, but this is you don't even find this small dot here is Barren Islands. Okay, so and here you see is Greater Nicobar. This, and here it is, this is Port Blair. So your answer, the second statement is wrong because of this. Is 140 kilometers east of Port Blair. The next question, which one of the following is an artificial lake? Does not need much explanation. The answer here be the canal. Okay, this was dug up in 1863 by the Britishers. Okay, so this is the artificial lake from the given options. Okay, now the next, the Earth's magnetic field has reversed every few hundred years, every few 100,000 years. This statement given here is true. When the Earth was created more than 4,000 million years ago, there was 54% oxygen and no carbon dioxide. Now, the moment we read that there was 54% oxygen, we can safely, put this as a wrong statement, because when Earth was created, initially there was no atmosphere, right? So there's no question of having 54% oxygen and no carbon dioxide. It is after the processes, later the process of photosynthesis and all these created atmosphere on the Earth. So the second statement here is incorrect, the first is correct. When living organisms originated, they modified the Earth's early atmosphere. This statement here is true. Okay, so your answer here should be C1 and 3. Okay, again a question based on current affairs, similar question that we had seen in the previous slide. Consider the following pairs, towns sometimes mentioned in news and the country. Okay, now Aleppo is in Syria, this is true. Kirkuk and Mosul are not from Yemen and Palestine, they are from Iraq, right? So both the statements here are incorrect. Mazar-e-Sharif, because this was bombed, a place in Mazar-e-Sharif was bombed by the terrorists, and so this was in news. This too is correct. So your answer has to be 1 and 4. That will be okay. Absolutely current affairs based question. You don't have to read any books for this answers. Okay. Then, among the following cities, which one lies on a longitude closest to that of Delhi? Again, a map based question. Don't be surprised if every question is based on a map. Okay, so we'll straight away go to the maps. So this will make things more clear. So this is Delhi. Okay, and the options that we have had is Pune. This is a bit to the west of Delhi. Then Hyderabad. This is to the east of Delhi. Okay, then we have one Bengaluru. This is the closest to Delhi. See, this is the closest option to Delhi. So your answer here should be Bengaluru. So this is again a map based question. Study all the important cities on all the latitudes and longitudes. Okay, this has been a question in the previous years as well. Okay, then next question. In India, the state governments do not have the power to auction non-coal mines. Now this statement is incorrect. Okay, the state governments do have the right to auction non-coal mines. They do not have the right to auction the coal mines and atomic mineral mines. Okay, or for lignite. The other coal mines, other kind of mines, they can be auctioned by the state government. This amendment was made in the 2015 Act, Mines and Minerals Act 2015 Amendment Act. Okay, so the first statement is incorrect. And Andhra Pradesh and Jharkhand do not have gold mines. This statement is incorrect because Andhra Pradesh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, right? All these states have gold mines in them. The second statement is incorrect. Rajasthan has iron ore mines. This statement is true. In Bhilwara, they have iron ore. So your answer here, which of the statement is correct? The answer has to be only 3. Okay. The next question, most of the world's coral reefs are in tropical waters. Yes, for a reason, because the conditions that they need is the temperature, optimum temperature, that is from 22 degrees Celsius to around 30 degrees Celsius in shallow waters. This is what is needed, shallow and clean waters. These waters are mostly found in the tropical region. So this statement is correct. More than 1/3 of the world's coral reefs are located territories of Australia, Indonesia, and Philippines. Yes, in fact, more than 1/3, because almost 17% of global coral reefs. Here in Indonesia, 16% of the global reefs, and in Philippines, around 10% of the global reefs are found in these 3 countries. Okay, so the statement here is correct. Coral reefs host far more number of animal phyla than those hosted by tropical rainforest. Statement also correct. So all the 3 statements given in this question will be correct. Okay, we have some explanation here. You see the distribution of coral reefs. You see most of these are in the tropical region, and they are more concentrated here: Australia, Philippines, and Indonesia. Okay, also the features of these coral reefs are given here, right? They are often called as the rainforests of the sea. Okay, they are one of the most diverse ecosystems on the earth, right? They are mostly commonly found in shallow depths. Temperature has to be somewhere around 21 degrees Celsius to say 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, and the water has to be clear and clean. Okay, now these are all the questions from 2018. Now we have questions from 2017. Okay, now the first statement says that in India, Himalayas are spread over 5 states only. Now, whenever there is a word only, be very cautious. Okay, so Himalayas is actually spread across the northern India and all the northeastern states. So it has to be more than 5 states. Even if you don't know the map, it has to be more than 5 states. So this statement is wrong. Western Ghats are spread over 5 states only. Again, only. No, they are spread in 6 states. We normally forget Gujarat, and that's the problem. Okay, so this statement also is incorrect. Pulicat Lake is spread over 2 states only. Now this part is correct because it is spread Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so only one statement here is correct, that is statement 3. Okay, let's see this in the map. See, Himalayas are spread in all these states, almost 12 states, all complete Northeast India and some states here. Okay, so almost 12 states and union territories it is spread in. Then Pulicat Lake, you see some part of the lake is in Tamil Nadu and the rest is in Andhra Pradesh. So it is spread in 2 different states. And here we have the Western Ghats and it's spread in different states. So this Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Goa, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. So this is 6 states where the Western Ghats spreads. So statement in the question was wrong. Okay. Now, at one of the places in India, if you stand on the seashore and watch the sea, you'll find that the seawater recedes from the shoreline a few kilometers and comes back to the shore twice a day. And you can actually walk on the seafloor when the water recedes. This unique phenomena is seen at, okay, so this phenomena is seen in Odisha on Chandipur beach. Okay, again, if you're reading newspapers, you would know this. Okay, this is Chandipur in Odisha, okay, on the eastern coast of India. Next question, with reference to river Tista, consider the following statement. Okay, the first statement says the source of river Tista is the same as that of Brahmaputra. This is problematic. Okay, but it flows through Sikkim. Brahmaputra originates in the Himalayas and Tista, way north to Tista, and this originates in Indian Himalayan part in Sikkim. So this statement here is incorrect. And river Rangit originates in Sikkim and is a tributary of river Tista. This statement here is correct. River Tista flows into Bay of Bengal. No, it does not. it goes into Bangladesh and meets Brahmaputra, right? So it does not drain into Bay of Bengal on the border of India and Bangladesh. So this statement also is incorrect. So only statement 2 here has to be correct. Okay. Now let's see this in the map. You see, Teesta originates here, whereas Brahmaputra originates in Chamingdung Glacier. Okay. And also you see it goes and meets Brahmaputra in Bangladesh. It does not drain into Bay of Bengal itself. Okay, so this statement here is incorrect. There's some extra information about this river Teesta, where it originates. It originates in Sikkim from the Khangsi Zemu glaciers. Okay, its major tributary is Rangit, and it joins it at Darjeeling's Teesta Bazaar. Okay, these two statements were asked in the exam. Now, next question, Mediterranean Sea. Map-based question again. The Mediterranean Sea is a border of which of the following countries? Okay, let's straight away go to the map. Now, this is the Mediterranean Sea. You see, you have in options Iraq. So Iraq is far away from the sea. Iraq cannot be your option. Jordan also cannot be your option. Then Lebanon and Syria. Lebanon and Syria. You see, Syria is straight away borders the Mediterranean Sea, and Lebanon also. This is very small here, but Lebanon also borders the Mediterranean Sea. So your answer here has to be Lebanon and Syria. That is 3 and 4. Your answer will be okay. Not only the Mediterranean Sea, but study all the seas: Mediterranean Sea, the Black Sea, the Caspian Sea, the Red Sea. Okay, all these seas have been asked in the UPSC questions in prelims. Then next question, from the ecological point of view, which one of the following assumes importance in being a good link between the Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats? Now, if you know only this much, that where do Eastern and Western Ghats meet, it is at the Nilgiris, right? Now this Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, right? Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve is spread across these states in South India. And there is one tiger reserve, that is Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve, which connects actually the Eastern Ghats and the Ghats. Now, if you look at the map, look at the spread of this is complete picture of Nilgiri's Biosphere Reserve and the Satyamangalam, right, Tiger Reserve. This actually connects the Eastern and the Western Ghats. Okay. Then the next question: if you travel by road from Kohima to Kottayam, now Kohima and Kottayam, extreme northeast to Kerala, right? What is the minimum number of states within India through which you can travel, including the origin and the destination states? Now, this was a bit tricky because there are different ways of traveling through different states. I mean, there could be possible 2 or more routes to actually go through these places. Okay. Now, if you look at the map, right, Kohima from Manipur to say Kottayam in Kerala. Now, if you go by this route, you will find that there are 7 states, including the destination and the origin state. Okay, but if you pass by this route, you see number of states add to the list, and the answer that was given by UPSC is 9. Okay. Now, like I said, there are different possibilities and the number of states will be different, but the final answer that was given by UPSC is 9 states. Okay. So this shows as only 7 states, it actually passes through 9 states. Okay. Now, the next question, with reference to Indian Ocean dipole sometimes mentioned in the news while forecasting Indian monsoons, which of the following statements are correct? Okay. This is becoming more prominent because of the global warming and climate change and the changing frequency of monsoon in India. Now, IOD phenomenon is characterized by difference in sea surface temperatures between tropical Western Indian Ocean and tropical Eastern Pacific Ocean. It says this statement is wrong because it is the temperature difference between the Western Indian Ocean and the Eastern Indian Ocean itself. Right? So the first statement here is incorrect. An IOD phenomenon can influence an El Nino's impact on the monsoon. Absolutely yes, because it affects the frequency of monsoon in India. So statement they've asked you which is the correct answer. Only statement 2 in this question is correct. Your answer here has to be B. Okay. Now, the last question is which of the following is geographically closest to Nicobar? Again, a map-based question. If you have ever seen the map of Andaman and Nicobar, you would easily come to this answer. Okay. Now, see, this is Andaman, North Andaman, Middle Andaman, South Andaman. Now, this is Car Nicobar, and this is Little Nicobar. Okay. Now, the closest part here is Sumatra. You see here, this is Great Nicobar, and this is Sumatra. Now, Java would be far ahead of Sumatra, and Sri Lanka is somewhere here. Okay, so the closest would be Sumatra. Okay, again a very map-based question. So your answer here has to be Sumatra. Okay, so in the year 2017 and 18, we had very factual questions or very one-liner type of questions, which generally is not what UPSC does. Okay, so most of the questions were based on newspaper reading or map reading. You did not have to have any conceptual understanding about geography to answer this question. But to be prepared in a better way, we should be thorough with the concepts from geography as well as the map reading part in geography. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.